Like a wallet chain for your brain, this is the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast, brought to you in part by the Gumball Head Sobriety Society. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Gumball Head, with another episode of the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast. It's Side Work Saturday. It's the 22nd of October, I believe, November 22nd of November 2025, about 20 minutes before noon. Beautiful day here in Cincinnati, Ohio, 50 degrees. Sky is not blue, but it's not gray, but it is handsome. It looks good. A little bit of temperature here, a little couth to the air when we're on our way to a couple of side jobs today. I hope everybody's doing well. This week's been a remarkable week. First week at the new job. Enjoying every aspect of it. As a matter of fact, my teen and I just had a conversation about it. He asked me, hey, do you like the new job? I do. I really do. I like a lot of variables, a lot of aspects of it. It's a lot less physical, but a lot more mental. And the cool thing about it is I've got the opportunity to play grown-up Sims, kind of like the Sims video game that you find from EA Sports, but I get to do things like fix people's houses and figure in estimates for stuff. So those people that are out there wondering what I actually do for a living, I spend an entire day working on technology. So the nice thing about that is when I get home, I put it down. I haven't played video games at all this week. I have no interest in doing it. I am interested in figuring out how to connect my PlayStation controller to my work computer so that I can actually do everything laid out with a PlayStation controller versus doing everything on a keyboard. So everything's going well, though, for those that are wondering, inquiring, and wanting to know. Life is good. So hashtag Rennie Talk. He's had a remarkable week of growth. He's been wearing his braces. He's getting around. His feet are getting stronger. Hashtag Rutabaga, for those that are also wondering, came home yesterday and she was in a beautiful little dress. And it was just so nice to come home and see the kids with smiles on their faces. We had some pizza last night and we all hung out as a family. It was really nice. Kids and I got to lay down on the couch and we watched a movie together. We watched Spider-Man Homecoming. I recommend it. Can't say it was a bad movie or a good movie. It just kind of wasn't the exact Hollywood movie type thing that we see, but it was a pleasant movie to watch. I watched it even after the kids fell asleep. I finished watching it, so it was a good movie. And then last night we also had hashtag Baby Marbles. She made it through the entire night sleeping in her bed. So remarkable victory after remarkable victory. Even got about 45 minutes last night sitting down talking to my wife. For the first time in a long time, the family actually just kind of came together. So on my way to my in-laws' house right now, take my teenager there so that he can spend some time with his grandparents and get out of the house, get out of his head. He's got a weekend off from his job, so he's going to get to enjoy some time with his grandparents, get away from his siblings for a little while, and just go have some fun. So I was talking about this. I mentioned it to my wife last night about being thankful for things. And this will be one of the first holidays I've had off in quite a long time. I had 4th of July off. But prior to that, I don't think I had very many days off last year as far as holidays go. And it's nice to be able to plan stuff and not be like, well, if I'm on call, we got to be closer to home. Or if I'm on call, we got to take all these tools with us or do this and that and the other thing. And that was just one of those things that I had that was kind of built into my previous employer, was that I had to be mindful of that and being able to sit back and kind of look at things and be like, okay, well, this, and this. Those things are covered now. A lot more flexibility at my new job, especially when the baby comes. We'll be able to sit down and, I'll be able to work from the hospital. I don't have to 100% focus on missing time from work. My company can still have access to me, and I'll still be able to do the things that I need to do when it comes to taking care of my family at the same time. So really looking forward to the progression of this job. And after spending some time learning my new programs over the last week, still got a lot of growth to do, but we'll get there. And with that practice, it will come. So my boss is pretty satisfied with the progress I've made so far, and he obviously knows that things aren't going to be too terrible. I'll get things figured out, and we'll be able to grow as an employee and as a estimator myself. So I'm happy. I hope all you guys are happy, and I hope everybody's got an opportunity this weekend to sit back and just kind of think about the things that they're thankful for. I'm thankful for a short work week coming up here. I'm thankful for being able to have the opportunity to spend some time with family. I'm also thankful for all those people out there that have to work on the holidays. I know what it's like. I've been there. I've done that. I've respected it. I've appreciated it. I've embraced it, and I've encouraged it. So, it's incentivized. Definitely incentivized. Speaking of incentives, today the two of the three kids, hashtag Running Talk, hashtag Rudy Talk, they were doing a candy chart with colors, and their mom, when I came downstairs, was sitting there at the table with them. They had candy charts in front of them. They had numbers 0 through 10, or 1 through 10 rather, and so they were working on colors, numbers, and they were doing columns. So kind of killed three things all at once, the heights of the columns, 1 through 10, the colors at the same time, coloring in the squares, and then the numbers. She was making them identify the number, the color, and how many squares it was before she incentivized them by giving them a piece of candy. And she was doing it with Skittles. So it was pretty impressive. I was pretty proud being able to sit there and watch my wife spend some time doing some homeschooling with our kids. So, lots going on in this world. We all know that. I've had a lot of people ask me recently, how do you have time to do all the things that you do? Well, when you do a lot of things for a long time over that period of time, you kind of learn how to do those things. You kind of learn how to, juggle everything in life. And I was thinking about it this morning. How do we categorize those things that are a necessity in our lives? How do we get through sorting through that amalgamation of things in our life? How do we work through making those decisions? One of the big things is what's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? Of course, polls on the radio stations, they're doing this poll everywhere you turn right now. What's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? Is it cranberry sauce? Is it stuffing? Is it this? Is it that? Nobody ever says beer. Nobody ever says the beverages, apple or fire, whiskey or, beer or whatever. But Thanksgiving also marks like the oncoming of eggnog. I'm not a big fan of eggnog, but I'll have a nog or two throughout the holiday season. So Thanksgiving, my favorite side dish is whatever will fit on my plate. I'm if it's not there, it doesn't have to be there. I've never been one to complain about the food that's in front of me. And even if it's sitting down having toast and just turkey gravy over top of it, I'm just as happy as I am with a full spread of turkey and all the trimmings. Just one of those things where I've grown appreciative of that. And in the past, it's weird going from a big, huge family get together on the weekends, get together on the holidays, eating food together as a family, to having to provide that meal for my own family and cook that meal. What a pain in the neck, but you know what? I enjoy doing it, especially if it's only a few times a year. I don't mind cooking, but those big meals, those are kind of a hassle for me. But we get through it. We make it happen. I cook turkey a couple of times a year in the big roaster, and everybody seems to be happy, and we end up with frozen turkey for a while after it's cooked. So, but let's think about it this way. Let's kind of change things up and get a little creative. Instead of saying, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? I'd like to know in the comments here, after you get done listening to this podcast, I'd like to know, what is your favorite memory of a holiday of any type? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It could be good or bad. I mean, it could be one of those where, you got proposed to on 4th of July, or, your grandma died on Christmas. Whatever it is, give me a memory down in the comments below when you get done listening to this. And, if you're listening on Podbean, we'll see it, obviously, Spotify as well. But leave us a comment. If you're not following us yet on Podbean, please jump over to Podbean. It's free. Go over there, follow us there. You will never miss a beat. If you're on any of the other social media platforms, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, any of those, and you're listening to us there, make sure you follow us. Whenever we put out a new episode or we put out a live episode, it'll let you know. And the cool thing about that is you'll never be without an entertaining moment when it comes to the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast or the Gumball Head Mental Health Network. Guys, we thank you for all of the people that are out there supporting us and encouraging us and taunting us. We appreciate that. We really do. We look forward to servicing you guys in the future and taking care of, those that take care of us, supporting our followers and following our supporters. Sunday, tomorrow, the 23rd of November, we'll be interviewing Jared Weeks from the band Saving Abel at noon live on Podbean. If you guys are followers of the podcast and you want to hear both sides, make sure you're on here live tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll be interviewing Jared Weeks from the band Saving Abel. We got some other bands coming up too. We got Body Count, Ernie C., the guitarist from Body Count, Jimmy from the band, James, from the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Got him coming up too. He's a drummer for Jimi Hendrix. And we got some other musicians coming up here in the future. We also have some side note things happening here. Justice for Otsego Project actually just recently reached out, thanked us for our time. And not only that, but if you've been a guest on our show, we've got T-shirt designs right now for all those that have been guests on our show for T-shirts for all of our guests from the past. So we want to make sure that we get those handed out to everybody that we possibly can. The design's pretty cool. And once these designs are out there, they will be available for sale on our page. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through Etsy or if I'm going to go through Patreon or what. But we're definitely going to make these shirts available to all those people that actually want them. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure how much they're going to be. If you were a guest on our show, no need to buy them. You gave us your time. It's the least that we can do. So until our paths cross, guys, stay strong, stay focused, stay sober. Much love. We'll see you all soon. Stay safe out there, everyone.